my channel, or welcome to my channel. If you are new, my name is Teresa, and in today's video I'll be sharing my 10 tips to homeschooling successfully, or to make the process just a bit easier in general. These tips can also be helpful in a classroom setting, like in an actual public school setting, but I'm kind of aiming more towards homeschooling. Before I share my tips, I do kind of want to say just don't make any parent feel bad for the decision that they're making this year when it comes to their child's education. Some of us are choosing virtual learning, some of us are choosing public school, some are choosing homeschool, some of us are choosing public school and virtual. We're all doing what we have to do and what we feel is best for our families. This is a crazy time, and we're all going through this pandemic together. It's not just black people going through it, or just white people, or just Latinos, or such and such. Like, we're all in this together. And we don't need to make anyone feel less as a parent about their decisions. We're all going through enough as it is. Now, I'm done rambling, so let's get into the 10 tips. Patience is so important when teaching children. They're not going to get everything right the first time. They're not going to know how to do things right away. So you're going to have to really have patience to be able to teach them. If it makes you comfortable, teach a subject that you are really passionate about, or that you really know well enough to teach. If you're passionate about science, let that be the first subject you teach of the day, or let that be the first subject that you teach for 2 days until you can actually get in the groove of homeschooling. Tip 2 is have a plan. Have a calendar, have a schedule. You may have other kids in the family that are being homeschooled too, but are in different grades. You have to make your homeschool schedule so that everyone is being able to benefit and is being taught like they need to be taught. Or you may have younger kids in the family that you may have to include in the schedule also. Figure out what is going to work for your family before you start homeschooling the first day. Don't just wake up and just be like, boom, it's the first day of homeschool and you're just gonna be lost. You gotta have a plan, some kind of plan of what you're gonna do. Know your curriculum, know what you're gonna teach that day, know what you're gonna teach that week. And when you make your schedule, don't try to plan it to where you're teaching every single subject every single day. That's just gonna be too crazy. Make it to where you're teaching math and science one day, and then social studies and language the next day, and then switch back and forth between those days. This is another reason why it's important to have a plan and a schedule. Homeschool should be maybe 2 or 4 hours a day. You're not trying to teach for 8 hours. Tip 3, know your child's learning style. This will help make teaching so much easier. And what I mean by learning style is knowing if your child is a visual learner, kinesthetic learner, auditory learner, or someone who learns best by reading and writing. Visual learners learn and remember better by seeing pictures and charts and PowerPoints, etc. So you're going to have pictures or show pictures when you want them to really understand something. And also use flashcards. Flashcards are so fun to use and easy to use, so those are also very good to use for visual learners. Kinesthetic learners learn better by doing hands-on stuff like science experiments, role play, charades, hangman, those kind of things. They learn best by doing. Auditory learners, they learn by hearing. So if your kid is older, you may have to play podcasts. If they're younger, you're going to have to incorporate a lot of music throughout the day. Whether it be a song to learn days of the week, or songs to learn colors or months of the year, or whatever. Just play music, even cleanup songs. Reading and writing learners enjoy books and reading. They enjoy seeing text and comprehend information better when they're reading or when they're being read to. So be prepared to do a lot of reading. It may be tough at first to figure out your child's learning style, and that's okay. Just do a mixture of all of it until you understand better of how they retain information. Tip number 4, be repetitive. This tip is simple. So before the start of each day, review what was taught the day before. That way the topics can be refreshed. So basically just keep reviewing everything throughout the week. Tip 5, y'all. This is my favorite thing to do. When your child knows they can receive treats throughout the day, that is giving them something to look forward to. It doesn't have to be a huge treat. It could be a few M&Ms for getting their birthday right, or Skittles for knowing their birthday. You know, I've been practicing birthdays for months. If you have older kids, offer extra screen time if they completed all their work early or paid attention better than they have before. You know, just depending on what they did. Next tip, don't rely on worksheets. Y'all, worksheets are so boring. Kids do not want to sit at a desk doing worksheets all day. It's okay to do maybe 1 or 2 worksheets a day depending on what you're learning about, But worksheets all day or for many hours is just a no-go, especially for young kids. They enjoy hands-on learning. Count blocks for a math activity, make a volcano for science experiment, or make something in the kitchen to show them what happens if certain things are mixed, or what happens if certain things don't mix. Do a game of bingo for letter recognition or for color recognition. There are so many fun things to do to where you won't have to use worksheets all day. Tip 7, allow your child or children to be a part of the learning process. Ask them what they want to learn about after you've given them topics to choose from. Let them pick a book for story time. Have them pick the subject for today. Ask them if they want to paint animals or make animals with Play-Doh when y'all learning about zoo animals one week. They will love being able to have a say-so in the learning experience. Tip 8, have fun. Every day does not have to be so serious. Take field trips, take a whole day and just play outside. Learning happens outside too. Yes, we are currently going through a pandemic, but listen, going to the lake to feed the ducks is a learning experience, and it is a field trip. If you have a friend that has a farm, take the kids on a field trip to the farm. Let them learn about the farm animals. Let them ride some of the farm animals. Feed some of the farm animals. When you're maybe learning about Fire Week or Fire Safety Week, take a trip to the fire station and order some fire hats. Or even consider ordering fire costumes for them to wear the entire week that you're discussing fires. Tip 9, take advantage of nap time. If your child is too old for naps or doesn't take naps, offer quiet time. That could be a time where they watch a show for 45 minutes or just lay down and relax, or let them play a game on their tablets. This will give you time to do stuff for the other children or just get anything done that needs to be done, and it gives them time to just unwind from a busy school day. At the end of the day, when everyone is asleep, reward yourself with that big glass of wine or that cold beer you've been wanting all day. Or just sit on the couch, relax, and have a nice big bowl of ice cream. I mean, whatever makes you happy. I prefer to sit on the couch, watch TV, have ice cream or cookies, but that's just me. Some days you or your kids will wake up and just not be in the mood for anything school related, and that's okay. Go outside, play outside all day. Don't stress out trying to strictly stick to a schedule when you or your kids are having an off day. Let loose and relax. It'll all fall into place. Alright, that is all my tips that I have for you today. And if you haven't already talked to your kids about the school year, make sure that you do that so that they know what to expect on the first day back, or let them know that they're going to be homeschooled this year, or they're going to be going to public school and also learning from home on a computer. You know, whatever it is that your kid is doing, make sure they already know that it's going to be different. I really hope you enjoyed this video. I hope my information will help you with your homeschooling process. If you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't already subscribed, make sure you do that before you leave. Good luck with the school year, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!